Millions of years ago, life for early humans was a constant struggle for survival in a world that was wild, unpredictable, and filled with danger. The Earth was still shaping itself, covered with dense forests, vast plains, and icy landscapes. These first humans lived in a time long before the creation of cities or tools as we know them. Every day brought new challenges, and their only goal was to stay alive. Without the comfort of houses, electricity, or even basic clothing, early humans relied entirely on their instincts, courage, and growing intelligence to face the dangers that surrounded them. They lived as nomads, moving from one place to another in search of food and water. There were no farms, no permanent homes, and no safety. They had to hunt wild animals for meat and gather fruits, nuts, and roots to feed their families. The men often worked together to bring down large animals, while the women and children collected plants and watched for predators. Every day was a test of skill and bravery. A simple hunt could turn deadly when facing massive creatures like saber-toothed cats, wild boars, and giant bears. Even smaller animals could be dangerous when cornered or protecting their young. The humans had to be fast, alert, and ready to fight or flee at any moment. Fire changed everything for these early people. It was one of the most important discoveries in human history. Fire gave them light during the dark nights, warmth in cold weather, and protection from dangerous animals that feared the flames. More than that, it allowed them to cook their food, making it softer, safer, and easier to digest. Around the fire, they would gather to eat, rest, and communicate. It was the center of their lives, where stories were shared, lessons were taught, and bonds were formed. That simple fire became the first sign of community and human culture. The invention of tools was another major step forward. At first, early humans used simple stones and sticks, but over time they learned how to shape stones into sharper and stronger tools. These stone weapons helped them cut meat, dig roots, and defend themselves from predators. The creation of axes, knives, and spears made hunting more effective and survival slightly easier. This creativity marked the beginning of human progress. Slowly, they started to control their environment rather than being completely at its mercy. Their world was shaped by nature's power. Harsh weather, freezing temperatures, and dangerous storms forced them to adapt. During the Ice Age, large parts of the world were covered in snow and ice. To survive, early humans learned to make clothes from animal skins and built shelters in caves or under trees. These small acts of survival showed how adaptable and intelligent they were becoming. They learned which plants were safe to eat, how to track animals by their footprints, and how to find clean water. Every skill was learned through experience, often through failure, pain, and loss. Communication slowly began to develop as they lived together in small groups. At first, they used sounds, gestures, and facial expressions. But over generations, these turned into early forms of language. Being able to talk helped them plan hunts, warn others of danger, and teach survival skills to children. Cooperation became the key to survival. Alone, a human was weak, but together, they were strong. This unity was the first step toward the social bonds that define humanity even today. Art and imagination also began to appear. Inside ancient caves, humans started painting animals, hunts, and symbols on the walls. These drawings were not just decoration, they were a way to tell stories, record experiences, and express feelings. Some believed they were part of rituals meant to bring luck or success in hunting. These early signs of creativity showed that humans were more than survivors, they were thinkers, dreamers, and creators. Life for early humans was short and difficult. Disease, hunger, and attacks from predators were constant threats. Yet, through intelligence, teamwork, and courage, they managed to endure and evolve. Each small discovery, fire, tools, communication, art, was a step forward in the long journey of human progress. They laid the foundation for everything we know today. The comfort and safety of the modern world exist because of their strength and determination. Their story is one of survival against impossible odds, and it reminds us how far humanity has come, from caves and stone tools to cities and technology. The struggles of those ancient humans shaped the destiny of all who came after them, proving that survival, creativity, and unity are the true marks of human strength.